Yeah, I think it's a little more like racist, because if a white person ever said in the Congressional White Caucus, which doesn't exist, that they weren't marching on the White House because of the president's skin color and they wanted to cut him some slack, I think it would be an outrageous comment, and that's exactly what Mr. Cleaver, Representative Cleaver meant. They get away with this kind of rhetoric, and nobody calls them out on it. There was a meeting down here with Frederica Wilson, our congresswoman, and they were saying things about, you know, just the fact that this was a president that had to be supported no matter what. The Tea Party are all racist, but they're not racist when they say something like that.
Steve,
I just don't get it.
Steve, racism or free speech?
Well, I suppose it's free speech, right? But I understand the comment. I just think it gets much murkier if we start throwing racism into the mix. The amazing thing to me is that Cleaver said this out loud and went on the record. I think maybe he meant to use his inside voice. I'm just not sure why you would say that and then back it up by saying we don't want to give anyone reason to hate the president. It's just an odd interview answer.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of an odd statement all in. So let's move it along and talk about the Buffett tax. We got the jobs plan in the president's latest version of deficit reduction. Tito, I mean, this is just the opening negotiation. It was aggressive, a lot more, over $3 trillion more than what the initial super committee was looking to cut or supposed to cut. So we know it's going to be scaled back considerably. What are your thoughts? Anything that you like? What do you think has the best chance of holding out to become a law?
But I don't know about cutting spending. Taxing more people. And this is not about cutting the deficit. This is basically about taxing American people so they could cover the big government creation under the Obama umbrella. And I think this is class warfare, same situation from the start, this administration. And the American people are the creators of economy. They are the creators of opportunity and jobs in America. And we have to reward those people. We have to reward people who really work hard, who invest their future, their pain, their intelligence into the market too, so they could make more jobs for everybody here in this country. And Obama, what he's doing is destroying that initiative, destroying the freedoms of the people to grow better in America. And I think what he's doing is he's taxing people to the mass. And Buffett, I think Buffett is another hypocrite, because he made big money in the 80s under the Reagan administration, cut taxes and low tax revenues from the area, and now he wants to punish people after he became a billionaire.
All right, let me let Joyce come in here. What is your fundamental thinking on raising taxes to cut the deficit?
Well, it never works. When you raise taxes, you stop production, you stop the producer class from having any incentive to do better. Warren Buffett is free to pay as much as he wants in taxes. He can go to the IRS.gov website and give as much of his money as he wants to. He might start by paying that almost $1 billion that Berkshire Hathaway has been wrangling with the IRS for about the last couple of years. When he gets that cleaned up, then we'll talk about taxes.
Fair point. All right, Steve, last word. What are you hearing from your listeners?
Well, I think people are generally caught up in the whole part of the labels here. I mean, I like Warren Buffett. He's an incredibly generous guy, but the reason he paid 15% as opposed to what his secretary paid is because he took advantage of the exact loopholes he's talking about. But people aren't hearing that. What people are hearing is that they're being taken for granted and that successful people are jobbing the system. This needs to open a debate on absolutely, finally, not just talk, changing the tax code. The tax code is the enemy, not the folks that are successful.
Tax reform, certainly a need.
You're here.
Thank you so much for the discussion. Tito Munoz, Steve Cochran, and Joyce Kaufman. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you.